Welcome Game of Thrones fans, it's me Mark.
I'm Anna.
And we are here to bring you Season 2, Episode 5, Game of Thrones, titled The Ghost of Harrenhal.
Harrenhal's ghost.
So what do you think the Ghost of Harrenhal may be about there, Anna?
Well, we're going to see more Arya, because,
Possibly, yes.
Possibly. Well, Harrenhal.
That's where she's
currently in Harrenhal. So, Ghost of Harrenhal. I'm going to say it's a ghost, like a very, very well-known mythical ghost. So, let's see, as Dad put it, the ghost demon baby, the shadow demon baby.
Shadow demon baby.
After it kind of formed to look like a human being, kind of looked like it wasn't a baby, more like a man, but I mean...
Well, let's go back to the beginning of the episode. We had Rob do another sneak attack.
Yes, and the whole... I kind of based it off of the whole... there's lots of horror movie cliche elements in this.
Well, or they're walking out thinking they hear something.
Yep, and then
say
the
it's
one guy
nothing.
said... just kind of like says, "Oh wow," and then there's actually something out there. That whole cliche.
Alright, we had the couple scenes with Joffrey and his crossbow.
Yeah.
Was it fueling your hatred towards Joffrey?
Yeah.
I did change my mind last episode. I said something about doing the top 3 and bottom 3 after this episode. Because we were going to be halfway through the season. Doing top 4 and bottom 4.
Top 4, bottom 4. Okay.
Because I know who your top 3 are already.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious who your 4th.
The 4th. Wait, can they be dog? Can they be any of the wolves?
Nope.
Darn it! Can they be any of the dragons?
Nope.
Darn it! Any form of animal.
No.
Darn
Nope,
it.
has to be the people.
Gets to be human.
Okay, we have the Littlefinger scenes. Most notably the scene with Cat.
Yeah, when he gave Cat Ned's remains, hopefully head included, because yeah, the head should be included.
Okay, and then what was he offering up?
He offered the trade for Sansa and Arya, even though they don't have Arya, for Jaime.
Alright. Seemed like Cat might be taking him up on the idea, or she totally... Is that not going to happen?
It's a maybe.
It's a maybe?
Maybe. Because Littlefinger made the point to say she's a mother, not like Rob's a
warrior, yeah.
Yeah. Though, I don't know. They are his sisters.
So there is emotion tied to it.
Yeah.
Even still.
They're using emotions against them. It's the most brutal weapon in war. Emotion.
Alright, well let's go to the Harrenhal.
Yeah.
Talk about Harrenhal a little bit.
Torture.
Torture.
Yes, the weird torture.
On that note, I do have a comment from Jeremiah Connor. I was trying to explain the Brotherhood, and I don't think I did that good of a job explaining them.
You said they were rebels.
Yeah, that was about all I said.
From Star Wars.
He had a better explanation for it than I did. He wrote, "The Brotherhood are rebels against all kings trying to take the throne. They serve no one but innocent people suffering because of the wars and bloodthirsty soldiers roaming the land. Those idiot torturers think their peasants are sheltering the Brotherhood by feeding them and giving them places to stay."
So, kind of like Robin Hood.
But yeah, that kind of Robin Hood thing. They're fighting for the small folks. Okay, and then Gendry ended up in that chair.
Yeah, and saved by Tywin.
Saved by Tywin.
And then Tywin immediately saw that Arya was a girl. Immediately.
Tywin is a sharp one.
And then, yeah.
What do you think of Tywin all in all?
He's smart.
As a character.
He's a little bit of a jerk, especially to Tyrion.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
He had pointed on Hand of the King, though.
Yeah, but that's because That's probably because Jaime is a prisoner of war. Cersei is already the queen regent, and he had no one else. Probably the likely answer.
We're going to Lancel Tyrion scene. Tyrion knows something about Lancel and the queen regent.
Yeah, it was in an episode a little farther back, but they were doing it. Yeah.
And Tyrion's using that information.
And got his first spy via blackmail.
And then that brings us to the shadow demon baby, adult demon something.
Yeah, the shadow demon something. The shadow demon man baby.
So what do you think is going to come about that? You got any ideas yet?
Let's
Got a couple days to think about it.
Let's see. A shadow. It's a demon. It was just born, so it's technically a baby, but it looks like a man. I'm gonna assume it's a man. Let's see. In those bars, shadows can easily pass through bars via not necessarily solid. I don't know. It's is a shadow a form of light? I don't know. Because
Shadow's a shadow.
But is it a form?
I wouldn't call it because it's a blockage of light.
It's a blockage of light. Yeah, so I'm gonna assume it can fit through those bars, and whatever's on the other side of the bars, the red witch wants. And then, there's also a shadow demon baby, just along with the many whites and White Walkers and all of the wildlings that are gonna pose a threat against Westeros and
Threats from everywhere.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to talk about the dragons a little bit.
Dragons.
Okamino. Who's commented a few times.
Okay.
We were talking about, I wasn't sure how long dragons had been gone for. I think I said something about 300 years. But according to Okamino, who always has some good information in the comment section, the timeline for the dragons not being around is only a little less than 150 years in Westeros. 150 years ago is when the last in Westeros died. But the doom of the Valyria dragons is about 400 years back from the current timeline. Valyria is where the original dragons were from, if you remember from the history and lore.
Oh yeah.
So that was 400. But what happened is the Targaryens took 5 dragons from Valyria before they went extinct and brought them to Westeros.
Why were they going extinct?
Because they were thought to have been too dangerous for mankind. So they were slaying them too, but they had this, the dragon pits where they kept them. They kept them in chains, and then they started not being as big, and by the end they were really small when they were full grown.
Oh. So they kind of shrunk the dragons?
Kinda, and then they eventually just died off.
Ooh, speaking of dragons. Wait, I found this some.
We're not getting on a computer.
Oh, fine,
You
but
can explain it.
okay. So since I knew all about the dragons, I kind of did some research on colors of dragons and types of dragons, and I did research on the 3 different colors of dragons. In the yellow dragon, there were 2 different types of yellow dragons. There's the pale yellow and the golden yellow. And since the yellow dragon in here is a pale yellow, so the pale yellow dragon is thought to be with envy and cowardice. And I said that, and Dad said that, oh wow, that goes perfectly for who the dragon was named after. I'm like, this is Viserys. And he's like, yeah, and then said the actual name, which was
Viserion.
Viserion. So I thought that was cool. they did their research.
That was pretty cool when she looked that up and said, yes, that's what it stands for, and it was after him.
Yep.
Okay, we have a question from Drew Thatcher. Given the fact that the Red Woman, Melisandre, has given birth to a demon shadow baby, do you think her Lord of Light religion is the one and only true religion in the Game of Thrones world that is legitimate? Since we haven't seen any proof of power from any of the old gods or new gods in their world. You know, the North worship the old gods.
Yeah.
South has the new gods. While the Red Woman is, they are the Lord of Light.
Okay.
Do you think that is the one legitimate religion there? Because we've seen proof of some funky stuff.
Well, it's possible that the old gods and new gods may exist. It's possible. Or, you know, people faking to be old gods and new gods and demigods. Like, because they gotta come from somewhere, but right now, currently, there's only that one proof, and then again, she's a witch. The mother of a demon is a witch, so if it's a demon, it's a shadow demon baby. I don't know. It might not actually be a part of that religion. It's a possibility.
Well, alright. I think that's where we'll wrap it up for here, and we're going to get into Ghost of Harrenhal.
Please bring my terms to your son. I believe we are natural allies. I hope he feels the same. Together, we could end this war in a fortnight.
Your skill.
You'll die for this!
You can't avenge him if you're dead. Your Grace. Calling yourself king doesn't make you one. And if Renly wasn't a king, I wasn't a queen.
Do you want to be a queen?
No. I want to be the queen.
He says Renly's armies flocking to support Stannis, which would give Stannis superiority over us on both land and sea.
Littlefinger says we can outspend him 3-1.
And I say Father raised you to have too much respect for money. Stannis Baratheon is coming for us, sooner rather than later.
Tell me, if the vile allegations against my brother and sister are true, do you think it'll make Jaime more likely to kill you or less likely? When I tell him you're fucking her, I'm telling you the truth. Smart money would be on more likely.
She's making wildfire.
But then perhaps his own unnatural urges would give him sympathy for yours.
The Alchemist Guild has been commissioned.
There's only one way to find out.
They have thousands of pots already stored in their vaults. They are planning to launch it from the city walls into Stannis' ships and armies. Please.
When did she tell you this?
I heard her talking with the pyromancer. And the other night, after I left her, she went to meet him. I swear to you.
Swear to me on what?
On my life.
But I don't care about your life.
In the light of the Seven, by all that is holy and right, I, Lancel Lannister, do solemnly vow...
All right. Enough. Even torturing you is boring. Just get out.
Oh, Lancel, tell my friend Bran to please kill you if anything should happen to me.
Please kill me if anything should happen to Lord Tyrion.
To the tune of a twisted demon.
You have to admire his imagination.
He's talking about you.
What?
Demon monkey?
People think you're pulling the king's strings. They blame you for the city's ills.
Blame me? Trying to save them.
You don't need to convince me.
Demon monkey.
Stony Shore's not far from Torrey Square.
The seat of the House of Tallheart. More impressive prize than a few fishermen's daughters. What, you don't think we could take it?
Oh, we could. We could never hold it for more than a few days. As soon as Winterfell got word that we'd taken Torrey Square, the Starks would send their men to take it back. And then... Take me to my ship.
Not wine, water. We'll be here for some time.
It's the most reasonable drink I've heard.
It's a Lannister.
Where are you from?
Maidenpool, my lord.
And who are the lords that made Pool? Remind me.
House Mooton, my lord.
And what is their sigil? A red salmon. I think a Maidenpool girl would remember that. You're a northerner, aren't you? Good. And one more time, where are you from?
Barrington, my lord. House Dustin. 2 crossed phalanxes beneath a black crown.
And what do they say of Robb Stark in the north?
They call him the Young Wolf.
And
They say he rides into battle on the back of a giant direwolf. They say he can turn into a wolf himself when he wants. They say he can't be killed.
do you believe them?
No, my lord. Anyone can be killed.
And only death may pay for a life. You saved me and the 2 I was with. You stole 3 deaths from the Red Guard. We have to give them back. Speak 3 names, and the man will do the rest. 3 lives I will give you. No more, no less. And we're done.
I can name anyone. And you'll kill him.
A man has said.
The one who tortures everyone.
A man needs a name.
I don't know his name. They call him the Tickler.
That is enough. Go now, go. Your master's thirsty.
Before the Targaryens defeated the Andals, before the Andals took Westeros from the First Men,
Before I die, please, stop talking.
thousands and thousands of years ago, the First Men stood here, where we're standing, all through the long night. What do you think they were like, the First Men?
Stupid. Smart people don't find themselves in places like this.
I think they were afraid. I think they came here to get away from something.
Yeah,
I don't think it worked.
And White Walkers.
Wildlings,
It's always a bad sign when you hear a
all
horn that
blasters
doesn't
for
come
Rangers
from you.
returning. Wildlings is 2 blast.
So you're stand there, waiting, wondering. 1 blast for friends, 2 for foes.
And 3 for White Walkers. It's been 1,000 years, but that's the only time they blow the horn 3 times.
Well, if it's been 1,000 years, how do you know?
Well,
I read it in a book.
look.
The substance burns so hot, it melts wood, stone, even steel. And, of course, flesh. The substance burns so hot, it melts flesh like tallow. After the dragons died, wildfire was the key to the Targaryen enemy.
How much do you have?
If you get real
real soldiers to man the catapults, then maybe you'd hit your target 1 time in 10. But all the real soldiers are in the Riverlands with your fire.
I know this man is insulting.
I don't know if you've ever seen a battle, old man, but things can get a bit messy. Because when we're flinging things at Stannis, he's flinging them right back at us. Men die, men shit themselves, men rot. Which means pots falling. Which means fire inside the walls. Which means the poor cons trying to defend the city end up burning it down.
My friend remains unconvinced.
You would not dare insult my order whilst Ares Targaryen lived.
Well, he's not living anymore. And all his pots of wildfire didn't help him, did they? Men win wars, not magic tricks.
We'll see how that much of them. Where did he get all these ingredients? He's like a scientist of medieval times.
We have been working tirelessly, day and night, ever since your royal sister commanded us to do so. Our present count stands at 7,811. Enough to burn Stannis Baratheon's fleet and armies both.
This is a shit idea.
I'm afraid I have to concur with my advisor, Wisdom Haley. The contents of this room could lay King's Landing low. You won't be making wildfire for my sister any longer.
It's probably a good
You'll be
idea.
making it for me.
That's different idea. He's feeding fire.
He'll be able to feed himself from now on. Let him sleep, Doria. Yes, Khaleesi.
Hello,
He loves
dragons.
Into its depths. So many facets. Look closely enough, and you can see yourself in them. Often more than once. Should you grow tired of Zara's baubles and trinkets, it would be an honor to host you at the House of the Undying. You are always welcome, Mother of Dragons.
Who are you?
Oh, no one. But she is the mother of dragons. She needs true protectors, now more than ever. They shall come day and night to see the wonder born into the world again. And when they see, they shall lust. For dragons are fire made flesh, and fire is power.
Who is she?
Shadow in the shape of a man.
In the shape of Stannis.
Dennis
We
is
should
Dennis.
reach my son's
Shed a
camp
demon
tomorrow.
thing.
Will you stay there long, my lady?
Only long enough to tell Rob what I have seen.
Will you give me leave to go, my lady?
You mean to kill Stannis.
I swore a vow.
But Stannis has a great army around him. His own guards are sworn to keep him safe.
I'm as good as any of them. I should never have fled.
Renly's death was no fault of yours. You served him bravely.
I only held him that once. As he was dying.
He's gone, Brienne. You served nothing and no one by following him into the earth. Renly's enemies are Rob's enemies as well.
I do not know your son, my lady. But I could serve you, if you would have me. You have courage. Not battle courage, perhaps, but, I don't know, a woman's kind of courage. And I think that when the time comes, you will not hold me back. Promise me that you will not hold me back from Stannis.
Very special.
When the time comes, I will not hold you back.
I'm yours, my lady. I will shield your back and give my life for yours if it comes to that. I swear it by the old gods and the new.
I vow that you shall always have a place in my home and at my table, and that I shall ask no service of you that might bring you dishonor. I swear it by the old gods and the new.
If we can't protect our own bannermen, why should they protect us? Go, Sir Roderick. Take the men you need.
Won't take long, my lord. Southerners don't do well up here.
Are they actually the people from the Islands, or are they? You never heard of a three-eyed raven?
Must not mean anything then.
You're lying.
You might be a little old, but don't you call me a liar.
You know what it means.
I never said I didn't.
You didn't give me an honest answer.
That's not the same as being a liar.
Well, it's not far off.
So, you're dreaming of a three-eyed raven again? In the Godswood, you told me you didn't dream. Now who's the liar? What did you see in your dream? Something bad. Tell me, boy.
I dreamt that the sea came to Winterfell. I saw waves crashing against the gates, and the water came flowing over the walls. It flooded the castle. Drowned men were floating here, in the yard. Sir Roderick was one of them.
The sea is hundreds of miles away.
I know if you know something. It's just a stupid dream.
I've got to get these potatoes to the kitchen, otherwise they'll put me in chains again.
Osher, the three-eyed raven. What do they say about it? North of the wall.
They say all sorts of crazy things north of the wall.
Kill Mance and scatter them to the winds before they can march on the wall. And to do that, we need to get rid of those lookouts. It's not a job for 400 men. I need to move fast and silent. Parker, Stone Snake, Barber. Your commander, I'd like to join Lord Corrin. I've been called lots of things, but that might be my first Lord Corrin. You're a steward, Snow, not a ranger. I fought and killed the White. How many rangers can say that? He's the one.
Aye. You killed the White. You also let an old man beat your buddy and take your sword.
Braster. Well, in the boy's defence, that's a tough old coach. I could take up John's duties while he's gone, my lord. To be no trouble.
I hope you make a better ranger than you do as steward.
All I have to do.
Is marry me.
That was a romantic proposal.
I've already married once for love, but the gods stole her from me. I come from nothing. My mother and father never owned a pair of shoes, but marry me and I will give you the 7 kingdoms. And our children will be princes and princesses. See, I have more ambition than you thought. The time is right, Daenerys Targaryen, first of your name. Robert Baratheon is dead.
You should stand side face.
Side face.
Sideways.
Why?
Smaller target.
Am I fighting someone?
You're practicing for a fight. You should practice right. Okay. So there was no real whatchamacallit ending.
Cliffhanger ending?
Cliffhanger. Yep.
No.
Nope.
Not on the end of this one. A lot happened in this one though.
Yeah.
Including the death of a king.
Yep.
We'll start talking about that one, or what do you want to talk about? We don't have to do a long wrap up. We did a long intro, so.
Yeah.
Renly's dead. The hands of the shadow baby.
The shadow demon.
Demon baby. People are calling Tyrion a demon monkey. Tyrion is still messing with Lancel.
Yep.
Found out about Cersei and wildfire.
Mhm.
So Tyrion went and investigated the wildfire. Found out they got a lot of it.
Lots of it.
You're kind of introduced. You've seen him before, but to Jack and Hagar. Theon is off from Pike. Over in Qarth, Azara wants to marry Dany.
Mhm.
Jorah don't like that idea.
Nope.
What do you think of that idea?
Seems like the faster way.
Do you agree with Jorah? You should go the slower route.
The kind of the instant thing I think of is Frozen, and how, not saying that's how Zora is, but
Sorrow.
Zaro is, but in Frozen, how Hans wanted to marry Anna, but once the ending came, he revealed that after the wedding there'd be an accident.
Okay, let's talk about Brienne and Cat.
Brienne and Cat.
Brienne offered her services to Cat.
Yep.
What do you think of that?
Well,
Through the whole ceremony and everything.
I don't know, is that the first time we've seen that? Yeah. I mean, it's okay.
Ooh, and Jon Snow going with Lord Corran.
Yep, and
With the Rangers.
the Rangers.
And Jorah's like, well, I hope you make a better Ranger than you do a steward.
Yep.
So Jon finally gets to do what he wants.
Yep.
Arya and Gendry, little banner between them. She said side face. If you're practicing the fight, you might as well practice right.
She's
And that's
lecturing.
when the tickler come crashing down.
Yeah. And Arya used the way the eyes were pointing to find the, how do you pronounce his name?
Jaqen Hagar.
Jaqen Hagar. Just like, she looked at the eyes and like, you. She did all of
So,
that.
she still has 2 more names.
Joffrey should really be one of them.
Who should be the 3rd name then? If you had 2 more names, who would you say?
Oh God. Well, the obvious one was Joffrey. Let's see.
Because this will lead into our one and only question.
She doesn't seem to like Tywin very much, so that's a decent possibility. Though it's probably a bad idea. Arya's smart.
All right, and I guess the last question, I said it before that we started. Top 4, bottom 4, as of right now that we're halfway through season 2. It was going to be 3 and 3, but you've done that before, and I don't believe your top 3 has changed at all.
Yes.
So I'm adding the 4th.
The 4th,
But you can run through your top 3 also.
yeah. So the top 3 are
In order.
Arya, Jon Snow, Dany. Those 3. So the 4th one, let's see. Tyrion.
Tyrion, number 4.
Tyrion's number 4.
A Lannister.
He's funny. He's the only Lannister that I like. The only one. The other ones are down under the rankings.
Arya.
But Tyrion's funny.
Danny. Tyrion.
Yeah.
Alright, now how about that bottom 4? Pretty sure I know
Bottom
what number
4.
1 is.
Joffrey. Let's see. So there's Joffrey. Well,
Joffrey's a Baratheon.
well, by law, he's biologically a Lannister.
Okay.
He has Lannister blood in him.
Yeah.
Literally 100%. Though his last name is Baratheon because incest. So, I'm not a big fan of Cersei. That, we haven't seen much of, Jaime.
Yeah, he's just a prisoner right now.
Yeah.
But they haven't showed a ton of Rob. Did Dave have any Rob in this one?
No.
No. They just had
When
Catelyn
was
stuff.
Well, we had a...
Right at the beginning of the last episode was the...
But we didn't...
And that was only a little bit, too.
Yeah, and we didn't see any, Jaime.
No.
And I don't think Jaime knows.
We haven't seen him since he was face-to-face with Grey Wind.
Yeah. Not that big of a fan of Stannis. 'Cause,
Okay.
I mean, he's an honorable man, and then, he goes and does it with...
Uses a witch to get Renly.
Yeah. I don't like the Craster. I don't like Craster.
Craster.
I don't like him.
Okay.
He's weird.
Can we put him in the bottom 4?
Yeah. I think he'd be like the 4th.
Okay.
Because, yeah, because there's worse thinking. And then I don't like Cersei. And then
Cersei in there, number 2 or number 3?
number 2, unless I figure out another person that's
Okay.
number 2
Cersei in there, number 2.
or 3, depending
So,
on who's next.
who's your number 3? Got Jaime, Tywin. I don't think you totally dislike Tywin, no.
No, he's smart.
You got
but
Littlefinger in there.
Littlefinger.
You've voiced dislike to him before.
Yeah. I mean, he's the reason Ned's dead.
One of the reasons, yes.
Yes, one of the reasons. Also, Joffrey is a giant jerk. Ginormous.
So does Littlefinger fit into that equation? And
He's probably like 5th.
oh, Littlefinger's number 5.
Yeah. I don't like what's his face's dad. In the Iron Islands.
Oh, Balon.
Balon.
Greyjoy.
Yeah. The Iron Islands.
Does he fit in at number 3?
Well, I don't really like
He is going up to attack the Starks, I guess.
Yeah, and he did pressure Theon Greyjoy. He pressured Theon to join him. Peer pressure.
So number 3, Balon Greyjoy?
Yeah.
Alright.
It took a lot of time.
Well, no, adding Balon into that list, not a lot of people that have watched the reactions on have Balon in their bottom 3. But, yeah, he's off to attack the Starks, and
Yeah.
he's really being a bad influence on Theon. I can totally see not liking Balon.
I don't like Balon. There's peer pressure, he's attacking Starks. There's a whole bunch of reasons. So, he's cruel.
Well, alright, that is the Ghost of Harrenhal. Well, anyway, we're going to wrap this up, and we will see you for episode 6. The old gods and the new.